Hello viewers, and well done for choosing wholesome entertainment by tuning into this all-new episode of Z Connect. This is me, Priya, and I'm sure you guys are excited to watch some amazing talents, interesting stories, and noteworthy events that caught our attention this week. So pick a comfy spot for the next 30 minutes and enjoy the show. Jonita Gandhi has stayed in the spotlight since her dream debut in the playback world with Chennai Express. We got a chance to meet up with this charming singer while she was in Dubai to perform for a special concert recently. Let's listen to her story and her unique voice that instantly strikes a chord with the audience. Jonita, welcome back to the UAE. How excited are you?
I'm so excited. It's been a long time since I've been here, and I'm just ready to hit that stage tomorrow.
I didn't know a few months ago when I interviewed you over Zoom and I said I wish this was in person. I didn't think it would happen so soon. I am so happy.
I know, right? Even I didn't think so. I'm really happy as well. It's kind of surreal that we're traveling again and doing shows like this. So it's.
I know. And the concert's coming up. What can we look forward to here at the Expo 2020?
I'm really excited about this concert. I mean, you know, Rahman sir's music is magical, and yes, I'm part of his troupe and I perform with him, but beyond that, like first and foremost, I'm just an insane fan of his. So anytime like hearing his music and getting to be part of it is just magical for me. And I feel like they've curated like such a beautiful set list this time around. So this concert, there's definitely something in there for everybody. We're spanning, you know, several years of his incredible music, different genres, different languages. So it's definitely going to be a night to remember.
That's wonderful. Well, I know you're still his fan and you still get inspired from A.R. Rahman. We'll take you back a little bit. Tell me, when you were spotted by him, what was the reaction when you were actually invited to meet him in Chennai?
Oh my God, I was freaking out. The first interaction was actually on Twitter. He tweeted about me. And at that time, I barely used Twitter. I still barely use Twitter. But at that time especially, like I wasn't following anybody. I think someone else told me that A.R. Rahman tweeted about you. I'm like, what? No way. And then I had to see it for myself. And he had tweeted a video of mine. It was like a Christmas carol that I had sung in my hometown in Brampton, you know. And I could not believe my eyes. And then a few weeks later, I happened to be part of Coke Studio with Clinton Sureo in Mumbai. And I think that's where he spotted me and realized I was in India, and then got in touch through Clinton. Clinton told me, like, I have to tell you something. Rahman sir asked for your number. And I was like, oh my God. Wow, that's going to hurt your ears. I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine.
But yeah, it was pretty surreal. And then the next thing I knew, I was on a plane to Chennai, and then I was recording. Yeah.
Wow. Do you have like a favorite song of his?
Oh my God, I hate that question so much. It's too difficult to pick a favorite song. There's so many. Like 4 songs came to mind already, but none of them I can say is like my one favorite. They're all like among many favorites.
Okay, nice. Tell me, because you're also trained in Western music, does that give you kind of a freedom to know the best of both worlds?
I think so. I think it's more than the training, it's just my exposure to different kinds of music growing up in Toronto. It's kind of like a melting pot. And so I grew up listening to, you know, Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera, Beyonce, and the likes. And then I was also listening to Lata ji and Asha ji and Sunidhi and Shreya. And so I feel like being exposed to such variety was definitely helpful in me shaping my own sound, in me picking up different kind of like, advancing my skill set as a singer and honing my skill. Training-wise, I'm actually not that trained. I wouldn't consider myself. I did learn a little bit in both Western and Hindustani, but yeah, I think it's just the exposure and just the open-mindedness that I try to still have.
Right. And you were very popular in the digital music space, and as you said, that kind of helped you, right? Putting up covers, as you said, Rahman actually spotted you from a Christmas carol that you sang. So do you think social media really helped you reach a wider audience?
Definitely. I think social media gave me a huge platform. It exposed me to the world. At that time, I was just sitting in my basement and making selfie videos, singing to my phone and posting them online. And then I started collaborating again through social media, through YouTube, Facebook. I got in touch with Jonita Gandhi, who I collaborated with extensively, and then our covers together are what kind of put us on the map.
Yes.
People in Bollywood noticed us. People were, again, even that Christmas carol that Sir tweeted, the piano was played by Akash, and then we did the song from Vicky Donor, Pani Da Rang, and then Amitabh Bachchan ji tweeted about it. Like, there was like, it was crazy. We were just like really awestruck by the power of YouTube and social media. And from then till now, there are still people who I think follow me and who look forward to my covers more than anything else. So I think I've built quite the strong fan base from social media for sure.
You have, totally. Tell me, coming back to this concert and the lineup that we have here, you worked with your co-singers so many times. Do you have a favorite person amongst these?
What are these questions, Priya?
Okay, do you have someone who maybe, I mean, I can't even say to who you totally admire, like more than anyone else, but they're all of them. Just someone who you just love performing alongside. Maybe just one from these.
Squealing again. Okay, all of them. Obviously, that's going to be my answer, all of them. But I'll give you a little anecdote about a couple of them, okay, who are there tomorrow.
Yeah.
One of them is Benny Dayal. I've actually been a fan of Benny from before I met him, and when I was in Toronto, he came to Toronto to perform, and I remember I was called to that show to accompany him, and for me that was a bucket list item. I wanted to perform with Benny Dayal, and now we're performing together all the time, and I just love his vibe on stage, the energy he brings to his performances. You've seen his moves. I'm always feeding off of people's energy, so always when I share the stage with him, it's like high energy. And then there's Hari Charan, I want to mention as well. So Hari Charan and I have known each other probably the longest as well now. I'm literally just naming the people I've known the longest because I admire and look up to everybody who's there, definitely. So Hari Ji's there, oh my God, I still can't believe I share the stage with him. When he sings, my jaw just drops. But anyway, back to Hari Charan. I think he's an incredible, versatile artist and such a warm human being. He's helped me the most when it comes to my Tamil pronunciation, which is very important on A.R. Rahman sir's shows.
Yeah.
Because we sing a lot of different languages, so yeah.
You sing in a lot of languages. How do you do that?
It's just, I don't know, it's a challenge that I just openly accept. It's really fun. I love emoting in different languages, and I love seeing people react to people who don't actually speak their language but sing in their language. It's really warm. It brings us together. Like, you know how it is, music is universal, right?
Absolutely.
So it's beautiful.
Wonderful. So Jonita, before I let you go, we want to hear a few lines of any song you want us to, maybe just give us a teaser of what you're going to sing at the concert.
Oh my God, you want me to reveal something from the set list? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, fine. I'll give you like the safest one because I feel everybody knows this song will be there. दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरे मन की, भोली सी आशा, चांद तारों को छूने की आशा, आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा, दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा. See, you were singing along. It's one of those songs.
It's one of
everybody, you can't stop yourself. And that's how all the songs are tomorrow. So everybody, get ready. Get ready for the show.
Thank you so much, Jonita. Despite being so tired and sleepy, you've given us such a wonderful interview, and just stay this bubbly and cheerful self that you are.
Aww. I'll try my best. I live to entertain.
Thank you so much, and wishing you all the very best.
You as well, thank you.
That brings us to the first short break of this episode. Stay tuned, we've got lots more coming up. Welcome back. The IBPC Retail Conclave was a milestone event focused towards achieving a vibrant interaction to inspire enthusiasm and energy among industry professionals to leverage technology and connectivity. Join me in this discussion to find out more.
up very soon. They are very much in the blockchain. They are in NFTs and in tokenization. Very big facts.
You understand that money is a very careful thing to handle. We don't like the commodity or cryptocurrencies, but we like crypto as a technology, and we're going to see how can we use crypto, right? And we'll be still waiting to see how the central banks doing their own digital currency. So that's an area that we have been planning on. But using technology like blockchain and other crypto technology is something to watch here. We as a bank have adopted blockchain technology and other things that we do.
Mr. Setu, how was the IBPC Conclave today?
I think fantastic. First of all, I think in the midst of the pandemic, I thought it was nice for us to kind of get together. For me, this has been the first event of 2022. I thought it was a very useful event. Some fantastic speakers. I really enjoyed it.
Right, Mr. Setu, when it comes to banking and when it comes to payments, these days e-wallets have become a thing, and people like to carry their money on their phones and virtually as much as they can to have that convenience of paying it in different places. What are your thoughts on that? And I also heard one of the points in the conclave, which was about the first mover advantage in this scenario, where you want to be on the topmost, maybe the topmost credit cards that people use through their phones. Your thoughts on that?
So, I think it's all about client experience, customer convenience. How do you remove friction from client transactions, right? So, payments is a heavy transaction area, and therefore it's important that we provide as much convenience as possible to clients. I think being able to adapt technology fast and being able to offer clients what they need is very critical for all organizations. So, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Mr. Shajan, why don't you tell us what have been your key takeaways from the IBPC Conclave 2022?
I think it's been a wonderful experience today, having come back from a pandemic level to an in-person session. I think it's been from a confidence perspective, it kind of brings people together into this particular position. So far as the topic is concerned, I think it was very contemporary, very relevant to what is required today. And I think it brought in greater insights in terms of the interaction with the panel members on what they think was required. And I personally believe that, reading 3 books or even 10 books on technology management and e-commerce would not give you the same results as what we had learned from the entrepreneurs and the bankers, in half an hour or 40 minutes of discussion. I think that was really the nectar of conversation, which I think was a big takeaway insofar as today's discussions were concerned. And I think overall the conclave was very well done, very well organized, and the topics were actually very relevant to today's environment. There is no U-turn, we're only going to go forward, and there will be more challenges for the retailers, more options to the retailers. Technology will actually play a great story or a great leveler insofar as business is concerned. As Kurila Makros rightly mentioned, you're going to adapt or you're going to fall out of this race.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shajan.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Amit, tell me, we had such wonderful experts here at the conclave today, especially in the panel discussion, and they gave away so many insights. What was the reason to choose these specific experts from different industries?
The experts we chose from different industries are the people who got affected, or I would say who evolved, who transformed during these times. Because if you see, we had veterans from various industries, especially watches, jewelry, electronics. These are the people who are doing a lot of business both online and offline, and they were the best people to tell us about the trends. And who joined us with them were the bankers, because they are supporting this entire infrastructure of retail by putting them on online, by creating payment gateways. So we were talking about what the future is going to be. If you heard one of the panelists, they said we were talking about disruption, we were talking about transformation. But it was this is not disruption, this is not transformation, it's evolution. It's supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. And we are all growing. As I said in my last notes, there was a time when my mom said that people were talking about there'll be phones which we could see pictures on, and we would laugh and think nothing like this would ever come. But yesterday when my son called me and said, I want to buy property on a virtual platform, and he had the guts to say it, and the response was, yes, please research it out, let's put some money in there. So the things have changed, the generation has changed, and now we believe in anything which is going to happen can happen. Whatever is happening for the good and better. While people are buying virtual land, the land will stay as well. So this was a big discussion which people wanted to hear about. There is, as Abdul Ajmal just said, that they have to smell to finally buy. So those things, the touch points will always stay. The retail will stay in both its shapes. That yes, you have another outlet which is online. So this was a very important and interesting discussion. And I think it went all over the place, to cryptos, to virtual, and I think I really enjoyed it.
What have you got to say about the digitalization trends in the entertainment and media industry today?
It's changed a lot. You guys know the transformation. ZeeTV has led the way to the transformation coming onto the OTT platforms. As it was being discussed today, it is informed choice for the consumer and also an informed decision for the buyer. Today on OTT platforms, you make the informed decision what to show to whom, right? You are deciding that, okay, this person is of this profile and this is the kind of things he sees. So it is good for both. So there is a lot of things happening, and it's happening for the better. And people, as a kid, I used to watch Chitrahar once in a while. That's once a week, and a film which they would show me. And prior to that, when TV came in, it was just poultry. That's Murgi Palan. So I would watch it because that was the only thing I could see. But things are changing, and so is the entertainment industry. So we are offering people what they want to watch. Content of all kinds are available for the people, whatever they are looking for.
Well, thank you so much. This was great.
Thank you, Priya.
And on that note, thank you so much for being with us. And I'd love to thank Setu, Shivaram, Sachin, Dipati, Ashish, and Abdullah.
Time for another short break, but in a few seconds, I will see you all with a story that will fill your hearts with pride and patriotism. Stay connected. Welcome back. The celebration of the 73rd Republic Day of India was indeed a significant one in the UAE. The tricolour was unfurled at the Consulate missions as well as at the Indian Pavilion at the Expo. Check out a few glimpses of the celebration right here.
Very good afternoon to all of you. On the occasion of the 73rd Republic Day of India, I extend my warm greetings to all members of the Indian community, all friends of India, our Emirati brothers and sisters, and our brothers and sisters from over 200 nationalities residing in the UAE. It is a matter of immense pleasure and honor for us to celebrate the 73rd Republic Day of India here at Expo 2020 Dubai, where India joins 192 participating countries and this amazing global event hosted in the United Arab Emirates. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the UAE leadership, all UAE authorities, and the people of the United Arab Emirates for the extraordinary hospitality which we have received here at the Expo 2020 Dubai, for the extraordinary resilience shown in successfully organizing this event amidst the unprecedented crisis which humanity is facing. India has one of the largest pavilions, and thanks to all of you, one of the most visited pavilions. And as you're aware, this structure, the India Pavilion, is a legacy structure and will continue to be a landmark here in the UAE, which will continue to showcase the India growth story here in the UAE. UAE and India enjoy a close brotherly relationship, and our civilizational ties go back several millennia, which have been transformed into a comprehensive strategic partnership. And now we see that the relationship is at an inflection point, and we will be seeing extraordinary collaboration and partnership going forward. And this partnership will continue to benefit this region and the global community. Thank you so much.
And that brings us to the end of this week's episode. I'm going to see you next Sunday at 8 p.m. and I will anxiously wait for your feedback on our social media handles. Take care, stay safe and stay in touch.